Find functional hilarity at the Biffa Emporium. Girl, it's what I heard. Allegedly, it's just the word. Allegedly, it's on the street. Allegedly, I sing to the beat. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly. It's time for Hot Topic, according to the blast. Child, Northwest out here getting a jump on being a Kardashian. She did a remix of another kid rapper, Zaza's song, at one of Kanye's unfashionable fashion shows, Girl. And the parents aren't having it. On their Instagram page, the parents wrote, in July of 2019, Zaza and her dad went into the studio for the ultimate experience to finally begin making the music she wanted to make. We take pride in creativity and believe whether a child's involved or an adult, creativity deserves respect and homage. What Kim Kardashian and Kanye West are doing with their daughter with the inspiration of Zaza and our family in mind is okay. We not mad, but please show love and support to the original first. Who gonna check you, boo? The parents. Kim responded, we love you. North is a huge fan, clearly. North is a huge fan and records in the studio all the time with her dad and is inspired by Zaza and loves Lele too. Today's performance of North's remix of Zaza's song was something she asked to do at the last minute and a complete surprise. I did not mean to not give credit where credit was due. We would love for the girls to meet soon. Kim Kardashian, you out here doing some good work, but impromptu. A 6-year-old just got up there just impromptu last minute. You ain't letting no 6-year-old do no shit like that. Not at no fucking fashion show. Every moment of your life is rehearsed, planned, and connived. So no, honey, I don't believe you and your, I had no idea. That's a cute excuse, though. Nice try. Nice try. April Jones says she will always be single, even when she's in a relationship. I mean, I guess if you patting your pussy like that, probably. Clearly, it has a mind of its own. You're beating on it like it's disobedient. I would be concerned to date you. She said people have been bombarding her about questions on her love life. So she says, I'm single until I'm married. Well, you gonna be single forever because ain't nobody putting a ring on that. Not that beat up puss. Zaza, however, is like, look, I'm getting signed off on by a Kardashian. Theft or no theft, now's the time to cash in because you can say what you want about them, but them heifers make a COIN and a pretty one at that. Zaza wants to get into the studio ASAP, aka them parents is like, look, okay, now we done kind of spanked that ass. Now let's get to the real money. Nene is pissed that Kandi called out the fact that she had hired friends at her leopard brunch. She gonna say, Kandi wouldn't know who my friends were because she's never around with my friends. No shade but shade at the same time. I have lots of great friends and I don't share them with her just like she doesn't share her personal friends with me. Now, I translated that into English. What she actually said was, but I was able to translate it. I got that app. In boring news, Misha Barton was too boring for The Hills and won't be back on for season 2. Damn. Failed reality star to failed actress, back to failed reality star. Rita Ora walks the run for Miu Miu during Fashion Week. What is Rita Ora's point and purpose? She's not a good singer, ain't nobody buying the music. She ain't a good host, she ain't a good actress. Like, what is it with us keeping these mediocre, half-talented people afloat who have flubbed job after job after job? I mean, Page Six is throwing shade. Seasoned models, Gigi and Bella Hadid, also walked in the show and posed for a selfie with Aura backstage. Hype man Flavor Flav has been kicked out of Public Enemy after serving Bernie Sanders with a cease and desist after Public Enemy minus Flav performed at a Bernie Sanders campaign rally. According to reports, Flavor Flav sent the cease and desist letter calling Sanders' campaign a fake revolution, claiming his likeness is synonymous with the group and that he explicitly does not endorse the Sanders campaign. Following Flav's legal move, Public Enemy announced Flav was no longer part of the band. Public Enemy frontman Chuck D explains the long-standing reasons behind their decision. It's because he's a nut and a drug addict. I don't even need to go through the tweets. But let's read the tweets anyway, for shits and giggles. Spoke with Bernie Sanders and rallied with Enemy Radio. If there was a bag, Flav would have been there front and center. He will not do free benefit shows. Sued me in court the first time I let him back in. His ambulance lawyer sued me again on Friday, so now he stays home and better find rehab. I am not getting into the political conversation, but I would leave Flav's ass at home too. Okay, so now, in It's All Come Full Circle news, we find that Ray J and Princess Love are having a new show on Zeus. I'm telling you, Mona Scott Young, Viacom, VH1, they are somehow involved behind the scenes giving a marionette puppet master tea at Zeus. At Zeus. There's some type of venture capital, some type of silent yet not so silent partnership, because now we know why they've been doing why Princess and Ray J have been having all these fights in Vegas. And I guess it's probably cheaper to shoot the show in Vegas. Because if you notice, every time you mention Princess or Ray J, they always have to talk about Vegas. It's kind of like step-parent or hip. Step-parent. That was funny. She just kept saying that shit. Last year, reality stars Ray J and his estranged wife, Princess Love's marriage fell apart in real time on social media after Ray J abandoned a then-pregnant Princess in Vegas with their toddler daughter for several days while he partied with escorts and strippers. Ray J and Princess planned to hash out their differences on a Zeus Network special. Let's look at the little clip. The conversation that's been long overdue. It doesn't get any realer than this. I guess they're going to try to stretch their little acting skills, because remember, Ray J, he can act. He can give you a moment, and I guess this is Princess's chance to shine. But I can already tell from that little expression, it's going to be a dim shine at best. No host, so they really are just going to sit down and air their business? The fuck? They just gonna sit down and just argue for a good hour. Oh my. Oh, Jesus. And then this is gonna be their little plot line on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood next year. Oh my God. What is the point? No host, no therapist, just argue. They said just cut to the shit. Let's just see how many people want to watch them go back and forth. Oh, Lord. That was, I'ma review it. Ain't got shit else to do. Future really posted a picture of Lori Harvey's ass and he said he was proud. And Lori want to keep fucking that. Her elevator ain't going all the way to the top. How can you be proud of someone else's ass? Maybe if you were like a personal trainer and somebody was like, okay, I want a better butt, and then you help them, it's like, okay, that was my routine. But other than that, Johnny Cash's estate sues brewing company owners for claiming to be singer's relative. They said, no free clout, no free clout. According to court documents obtained by The Blast, the John R. Cash Revocable Trust is suing the Cash Brewing Company Incorporated. The estate accuses the defendant of trademark infringement and violations of rights of publicity, as well as common law trademark infringement. The suit explains that the estate owns the trademarks associated with the renowned musical artist Johnny Cash, and the trust also owns the full right and title and interest to the name and likeness and persona. The suit accuses the owners of using Cash's name in connection with marketing, promotional activities, claims on the defendant's website and social media pages that the defendant's owners are distant relatives of Johnny Cash, and the CBS draws influence from their cousin, Johnny Cash. Child, well, you gonna need Cash now, because they getting that ass. They got a whole The Cannon Black beer, they have a Johnny Cash beer, and then a tribute to Johnny Cash beer. Girl, they They were operating a whole ass old lady gang with somebody else's family. Ah! Where the fuck they do that at? I can see that shit now. Somebody opens an Alexander Rodgers food truck. I have no idea what's going on. Get that ass. Get that ass. Oh, in more business news, Beyonce accused of fraud by wedding planner in Blue Ivy battle. And there are Illuminati concerns. I mean, I already agree. If you're going to accuse Beyonce of fraud, she did it. Don't you? She did it. She did it. The woman is a fraud. She's a great vocalist, but a fraud. A good dancer, but a fraud. A terrible orator, but a fraud. A mediocre actress, but a fraud. A Phaedra Parks fraud. A fraud, honey. Fraud! According to court documents, Veronica Morales is back in court fighting over the singer in their 2-year trademark battle over the rights to Blue Ivy. The singer tried to obtain the trademark for her daughter's name, but Morales argued she already was using it for her company. The case is headed to trial. Recently, Beyonce laid out her entire argument for being granted the trademark. She said Blue Ivy Carter is a cultural icon who has been described as a mini style star and has been celebrated for her fashion moments over the years. Her life and activities are extensively followed by the media and the public. Morales fired back at that cultural icon statement, saying, with all due respect, Blue Ivy Carter is definitely not a cultural icon. But I'm going to go on and say Blue Ivy is a celebrity child. You know, she a cute little girl, but a cultural icon. Just because you have a child, don't make your child an icon. Known, yes, an icon. An icon. I don't know if I could put all that on her. If she's really achieved that level of success to be called an icon. I don't know. I just figured you had to do something on your own to be an icon. In newly filed court documents, Morales is asking the trademark board to shut Beyonce down once and for all. She leans on an interview Jay-Z gave to Vanity Fair following the birth. He told the magazine that they only filed the trademark applications to prevent others from profiting off their daughter and had no plan to use the marks. Beyonce has tried to brush off the interview, saying Jay-Z's comments are not relevant to the case. Morales said this is untrue because Mr. Carter has a very close relationship with Beyonce, being her husband and father of Blue Ivy. Morales said Beyonce committed fraud by filing for the trademark without intending to actually use it in the marketplace. The wedding planner claims she has presented enough evidence of damages. She said Blue Ivy's fans have taken over her Facebook and a whole bunch of Illuminati people are there too, causing problems. The wedding planner was Blue Ivy before Beyonce named her baby Blue Ivy. Beyonce should have looked the shit up. I'm sorry, just because you Beyonce don't mean you get to take everybody's shit. Drake trashed for calling his baby mama a fluke. I don't know why he slept with her when he can't stand her. He can't stand that woman, and I don't know how much he fucking with that child, but he can't stand that woman. Somebody said, I hope he knows that makes him a fluke too. Oh, and Drake is definitely a fluke. I'm sorry, just because he got that beard, I see through your bullshit. Oh, God. And in other butthurt men news, somebody commented on Orlando Scandrick's page, man, I hate that you're not with Drea Michelle anymore, but I get it. Just keep going and great things will happen. And Orlando popped back with a, who is that? I didn't know they had a child together, but apparently he heard that she decided to move on and make real money with the Kardashians, and I don't even think he plays football anymore. She's apparently with Nas and that Ring doorbell money in the Bahamas somewhere on a yacht, while Orlando Scandrick is, you know, he's in Los Angeles on dry land with a dry lap. Okay, Spike Lee, I'm going to need you to calm down at Madison Square Garden, because, girl, are you a coach? I think you need to get out of movies and get into coaching, because you be there just... You're damn near as bad as Bobby Lights. Like, you were definitely there to be seen, honey. Seen. He just posed on them sidelines. He was trying to get into Madison Square, and there was some new type of entry rules, and he was not here for the bullshit. He is backstage cutting all kind of up. Nobody told me. I'm staying here. You want to arrest me? Arrest. Oh, Lord. He went on and got in the game, but yeah, girl, you doing too much. So Meg the Stallion and her contract drama. TMZ has a pretty decent breakdown. She has sued her record label and successfully gotten a restraining order to keep them from preventing her from dropping her new music. But I have a question. Why? Because here's how the money breaks down. In the suit, Megan lays out the most outrageous terms of her contract, at least in her eyes. She claims the deal calls for 1501 certified to get 60% of her recording income. The remaining 40% goes to her, but she has to use that to pay engineers, mixers, and featured artists who works on the song. She says there's a very small slice of pie left for her once it's said and done, and her live gigs currently benefit the label more than her. Child, you need to go on and acting and do shit on your Instagram. You better get your Instagram sponsorships up. I wouldn't waste time and energy putting money out to put music out when you ain't gonna make shit from that no way. Let's go on and see if we can get a real renegotiate. Now, the fuck? What is it, an ambulance convention or something? But I heard that Carl Crawford was pissed at her that she signed a management deal with Roc Nation and she didn't tell him first. So I guess you can't bite the hand that feeds you, but also this contract sounds terrible. It goes on to say all money from Megan's touring and live performances should be paid direct to 501, and she said the label is supposed to give her a proper accounting of what she's owed, but claims that what they provided is incomplete and purposely deceptive and vague. I can see it. I mean, it's Carl Crawford. Anybody who would fuck Evelyn Lozada raw, I'm not trusting. I mean, come on now. It's all about your choices. Your choices. And she said Jay Prince and Carl are the ones behind the fact that her mugshot was going around about a week ago. I guess that guy's going to be getting out of jail soon. But will we care about his music? Only time will tell. Ugly as hell, though. Ooh, he's ugly. And lastly, Kandi Burruss has gotten her spinoff, OLG. I'm happy about it, and I am looking forward to it. I will watch, and here's why. Now, we know Kandi Burruss is as boring as beige paint. We know Kandi Burruss is as tacky as shoes from the rave. And we know Kandi is so cheap she'll squeeze a nickel till the buffalo shits. But she will have people around her that will cause drama. That snake karma. Teeth Mama Joyce. Got the aunts. We got Tommy Pickles, a.k.a. Todd, and he's not really good for anything except maybe fucking you. Riley versus Kayla, that's a little shady moment. But then you can have the cast at the restaurant, more than just the aunts. I feel like that's when you could have really interesting people that can give us storyline. Like the group of rappers on Love and Hip Hop Miami, I feel like if you get a fun bunch that can give us, comic relief at the restaurant, then we could get our little bit of drama from Kandi and her mama. And it could be a decent show. It could be a bumper. A cute little bumper. All right, well, those were today's hot topics from this bottom, but I'll see you soon for something. Alleged what? Alleged who? Allegedly, allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue. Allegedly, allegedly.